How to get cheap advertising in newspapers and magazines. You may not realize it, but when you place an advert in any newspaper or magazine, you could save yourself up to 75%. That's right, you could reduce your advertising costs by 75%. To achieve these amazing savings, you just have to understand how the world of advertising works. Then you can go out and seek out cheap advertising deals. And just imagine what a 75% reduction on your cost of advertising would do. For most companies, it's the difference between normal profits and mega profits. By following a few simple rules, you'll be amazed at just how much money you can save. The first thing you need to do is contact the newspaper or magazine you're interested in advertising in. Ask to speak to the advertising sales department. Then once you're speaking to one of their salespersons, request that they send you a media pack. A media pack contains a recent copy of the publisher's newspaper or magazine, together with information sheets about circulation, demographics, and other information. This is designed to give you a good impression about their publication so that you feel it's the best place for you to advertise. Also enclosed inside a media pack is a rate card. A rate card is a price list of how much the publisher wants to charge you for placing an advert in their publication. The prices vary depending on size, location of your advert within the publication. Extra charges may also apply if you want your advert to appear in colour. Prices rise if you want a bigger advert in a prime location. The smaller your advert, obviously, the lower the cost. But what you must appreciate is that prices being asked by the publisher are not set in stone. They are highly negotiable. You must learn never ever to pay rate card prices. If you do pay rate card prices, you'll be throwing money away and only helping to boost the commission payments of the advertising salesperson you've been chatting with. Rate card prices are a starting point. The final price you pay for advertising can be a million miles away. The next step is to learn about the advertising salesperson you've been dealing with. There are some common factors you need to understand about advertising salespeople that will help you to buy cheap advertising space. 1. They are employed on a low basic salary. 2. They are generally aged between 18 years and 25. 3. They boost their low basic salary by selling advertising space and earning commission. 4. They always have a deadline by which they must fill their publication with as many sold adverts as possible. By being aware of these facts, you can use your position as a buyer to drive down the cost you pay for advertising. There are 2 different types of advertising you can get a discount on. Before you book any adverts, you'll need to learn the 2 different methods of booking cheap advertising space. These are series discounts and last-minute discounts. So what are series discounts? A series discount is the discount you receive by agreeing to book multiple adverts in a publication for several issues. Here's an example. If you book one advert in a monthly magazine, the cost would be, let's say, $100. But if you agree to book the same advert for 6 months, that's 6 publications, you'd receive a discount of 20%. This means the cost of each advert is reduced to just $80 per issue. However, if you agree to book for an even longer period of time, let's say 12 months, you would receive a 40% discount. This means the cost of each advert is reduced down to $60. But why would the advertising sales staff agree to such a big discount? The answer is very simple. By getting your adverts booked in for the next 12 months, they don't have to spend time trying to find and persuade another advertiser to book an advert with them. This not only saves them time and effort, but it also saves the publisher the expense of trying to find a new advertiser. So the discount offered is worth their while, and it's worth your while by obtaining a discount from the rate card price. But wait one moment, because the discounts are even bigger with late space discounts. So what are late space discounts? All newspapers and magazines have deadlines. The publisher has to send their publication to be printed at a set time every day, week or month, depending on whether they're a daily, weekly or monthly publication. This is their deadline. This means that the publisher must sell all or as much as they can of their advertising space before their publication is printed and sent out. To help you understand this principle, think of a magazine as an aeroplane. If an aeroplane takes off with an empty seat, it means the airline won't make any money on that empty seat. Yet the airline still has to pay for all the overheads, which are airline staff, pilots, fuel, airport charges, etc. So even if the airline received a payment of just 1 penny for that seat, it's better to earn an extra penny than to let the aeroplane take off with an empty seat. The same principle is true of newspapers and magazines. If a publication is printed with an empty white space, that's unsold advertising space, that's the equivalent of an empty seat on an aeroplane. Thus, it's better for the publisher to earn 1 penny for that empty space in their magazine rather than let it go empty. Armed with this knowledge, you can now obtain some amazing advertising discounts. So now, follow this process for obtaining late space advertising discounts. 1. Contact the magazine or newspaper you're interested in advertising in. 2. Ask them to send you a media pack. 3. Wait until the media pack arrives, then wait a few days before you contact the publisher and speak to the advertising salesperson you are dealing with. 4. Explain you're interested in advertising but don't have much money. Always plead poverty. 5. If the advertising space you want to advertise in costs $200, tell them you can only afford $50. 6. They will immediately say they can't accept this low payment, which generally is a lie. 7. And now this is the point where you call their bluff. 8. Offer them $50 for the advert on a last-minute basis. 9. Tell them that you'll send over a finished advert which they can hold for you if they have any late space advertising available when they reach their deadline. 10. Agree the price with them and supply them with your credit card details. 11. Inform them that they can charge your credit card $50 if any late space does become available. This now means that if at the deadline they have been unable to sell all their advertising space, they know they have your advert as a backup. Your advert is the equivalent to the airline earning 1 penny for that empty seat in the aeroplane. In your case, the publisher earns $50 instead of nothing. 9 times out of 10 your advert will appear. Occasionally the salesperson might sell all their advertising space for more money, and thus don't need your booking. That's fine, but the facts are they won't sell 100% of their advertising space in each and every issue. Use this method and you'll be amazed just how much money you can save by buying advertising space at rock bottom prices.